Israel killed Iran's intelligence chief in Tehran overnight. Majid Khademi is gone. Khademi was the man who knew where everyone was, what everyone knew, and who everyone was watching. Khademi was the second person to hold that job. His predecessor was also killed by Israel. Israel's defense minister was unambiguous. We will eliminate them one by one. And Israel means it. Iran has confirmed the killing of a key figure at the heart of its security apparatus, marking yet another escalation in the widening regional conflict. Majid Khademi, the intelligence chief of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, has been killed in what Tehran says were joint US-Israeli strikes. The announcement, made on April 6th, comes amid an intensifying cycle of retaliation across the Middle East. Khademi had only assumed the role in June 2025, replacing General Majid Khademi, who himself was killed in earlier Israeli strikes. His appointment came during a period of sustained targeting of Iran's top military and intelligence leadership. According to Israeli officials, Khademi was among the most senior remaining figures within the IRGC. Confirming the killing, Israel's defense minister warned that Israel will continue to hunt Iranian regime officials one by one.
In Tehran, we eliminated Majid Khademi, the head of the intelligence organization of the Revolutionary Guards, one of those directly responsible for this war and among the top leadership of the organization. The Revolutionary Guards are targeting civilians. We are targeting those who lead terror. Iran's leadership is now living under constant pressure. We will continue to eliminate them one by one. I have made it clear if attacks on Israeli civilians continue, we will respond by striking and severely damaging Iran's national infrastructure.
The Israeli military said the operation was part of a broader campaign aimed at dismantling Iran's intelligence and external operations network.
Guided by precise intelligence from military intelligence, the Air Force struck overnight in Tehran and eliminated Majid Khademi, head of the intelligence organization of the Revolutionary Guards.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also praised the operation of successfully neutralizing Iranian regime figures.
Tonight, we eliminated Majid Khademi, head of the intelligence division in the Revolutionary Guards, one of the Iranian regime's senior officials, who had only recently assumed his role after his predecessor was eliminated.
He further said that another IRGC official was successfully killed by Israeli forces.
In addition, we eliminated Asghar Bakri, commander of Unit 840 in the Quds Force, who is responsible for attacks against Jews and Israelis around the world.
A largely shadowy figure, Khademi reportedly held a PhD in national security and a PhD in strategic defense sciences. The IRGC described him as one of its most experienced and influential figures in Iran's security establishment, having played a key role in shaping the country's intelligence and security operations over nearly 5 decades of service. From 2018 to 2022, Khademi served as the head of the Information Protection Organization of the Iranian Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces Support, replacing Asghar Mirjafari. From July 2022 onwards, Khademi worked as the head of the Intelligence Protection Organization at the Iranian Defense Ministry. He had also been mentioned in some reports as a potential successor to Hossein Taib, who previously headed the IRGC Intelligence Organization, a role with which Khademi was associated until at least 2014. Khademi's killing is being seen as part of a sustained decapitation strategy targeting Iran's military leadership. In recent months, several high-ranking officials have been eliminated, including senior commanders and intelligence figures, significantly weakening the command structure of the Revolutionary Guards. Khademi's death is unlikely to be the final chapter. Instead, it signals a deepening confrontation, where targeted killings and counterstrikes are rapidly becoming the defining feature of this conflict. Iran has reportedly suffered a huge blow in the war against the US and Israel. According to the Jerusalem Post, the commander of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Navy, Alireza Tangsiri, was killed in a strike on the port city of Bandar Abbas on March 26th. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz claimed that the IDF had taken out Tangsiri, along with senior naval command officials, in a precise and deadly operation.
The man who was directly responsible for the terrorist act of bombing and blocking the Strait of Hormuz for shipping has been eliminated. This is a clear message to all senior members of the Iranian terrorist organization, the Revolutionary Guards, which currently controls Iran.
Tangsiri had led the IRGC Navy since August 2018, appointed directly by then Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. He was the man responsible for Iran's naval operations in the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical shipping lanes, through which nearly a fifth of all global oil passes. Tangsiri's death, if confirmed, would be among the most significant command-level losses Iran has suffered in the current war. He was not simply a naval commander. He was the man actively overseeing Iran's stranglehold on the Strait of Hormuz, a closure Tehran has already been enforcing selectively, squeezing oil markets and keeping the world on edge. Losing the architect of that operation mid-conflict raises immediate questions about who takes over, whether the closure holds, and whether his death accelerates or complicates Iran's next move in the waterway. Tangsiri's career was built on provocation. During the Iran-Iraq War, he gained experience fighting US forces in the tanker wars. He later commanded the IRGC Navy's 1st Naval District in Bandar Abbas before rising to the top post. Under his watch, Iran unveiled its first drone carrier and repeatedly targeted foreign vessels in the Gulf. Tangsiri did not shy away from confrontation. Just days before his reported death, he had issued a direct warning to American personnel across the region.
Our list of targets is updated. Oil facilities associated with America are now on par with American bases and will come under fire with full force.
The US had made no secret of its intent. Since the current war began, American forces are believed to have destroyed around 100 Iranian naval vessels. Washington had repeatedly named the elimination of Iran's naval capability as a top military priority. What happens next in the Strait of Hormuz, and who now commands it for Iran, remains to be seen.